This one's off my latest chart-evading record. It's called Till It Ain't. Here we are again. We're giving this thing one more try. 'Cause we've always been so good at finding one more reason why. You know I love you still, and I've heard you still love me too. And we might love one another more than anybody else would do. So maybe this go round we'll have found where we've gone wrong. Or we might find it was better off left alone all along. 'Cause it's always just as good each time it begins as it is bad each time when it ends. You know it's always great until it ain't, time and time again. Oh, it's always great until it ain't, time and time again. And here we are again. We're giving this thing just one more shot. 'Cause you could never know if this time's the time or just another time that it's not. You know you're in my heart. Oh, and it's always on my mind. What if our love's the kind of love that few lovers ever find? So maybe this go round, well, it's finally gonna take. Or maybe this go round will go right back to making all the same mistakes. 'Cause it's always just as good each time it begins as it is bad each time when it ends. You know it's always great until it ain't, time and time again. Oh, it's always oh so great until it ain't, time and time again. Hey, thank you. I lived in a house, I live in Laramie, Wyoming, and for a long time I lived in a house with a bunch of roommates and friends and musicians and things. And then they all left for like 3 months, and it was the first time I'd really lived by myself for a long time, and I adopted the lifestyle of a single father pretty hard. I don't have any children, but I was drinking a lot of Miller Lights and having microwave meals and things. This is called Roadhouse Blues, the other one. I guess I fell asleep on the couch again. I guess I left the television on. The DVD menu of Roadhouse keeps playing on and on. Looks like one TV dinner just wasn't enough. What does beef Merlot mean anyhow? Is the taste in my mouth just the flavor of life for me now? What does anything matter After everything is gone, I'm waiting for a time when where I am is somewhere. It doesn't feel quite so nice being all alone. I am a single father now. Oh, but I am my only child. So I make no rules, and I let myself run wild. 'Cause what's one more day without bathing myself, changing clothes or combing my hair? What's the use in anything when there's nobody there? What does anything matter after everything is gone? I'm waiting for a time when where I am is somewhere. It doesn't feel quite so nice being all alone. Hey, thank you. The song goes out to Mr. Patrick Swayze. He helped me out of a lot of dark times. This next song I wrote a couple years ago, and the summer after I wrote it, my birthday was on Father's Day, and I was talking to my dad, and we figured we'd go camping. And about a week before we were going to go camping, my dad said, "Son, do you know where to find any LSD?" And I said, "I bet I could do that." And so we went out and we looked at rocks and trees and the clouds and things, as you do. And then I said, "I wrote a song for you." And he was building the fire, and I played the song, and I heard him stop building the fire. And I finished the song, and I looked up, his whole face was wet with tears. So I think the drugs worked. This is called "A Tear for You." When the cold rains roll and the silver sage is shining, when the wild onions bloom, a tear for you. In a simple act of kindness, never needing reason why, and in any open hand, a tear for you. If there's one thing I know is true, I know these things the way I do, all thanks to you. Lesson learned in love, or any other worth the learning, and in those you find in time, a tear for you. If there's one thing I know is true, I know these things the way I do, all thanks to you. If there's one thing I know is true, I know these things the way I do, all thanks to you. Thank you all so much.